Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwal.
You're watching a Fraser Focus. It's all about local faces
and local places. Here's a look ahead at today's show.
October is in the air. Have you found your perfect Halloween costume yet?
Give it to me!
The Chambers of Commerce Group tells us the importance of workplace benefits.
Our Did You Know segment is back. This time we are exploring eggs. How exciting!
Covering the region from Delta to Hope.
You're watching Fraser Focus. Let's get on with the show. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwal.
Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Well, hello. You don't happen to have some candy for a sweet little old lady, do you? Give it to me!
You're watching Fraser Focus, local faces and local places. It is October and Halloween is fast approaching. We're gonna go check out some cool, affordable costume ideas.
Hey guys, let's go.
I'll show you a couple samples and we'll go from there. Okay? Let me show you where our use section is, Grace. We can dress up a family of 4 or 5 for probably $50, $75. Like, I mean, it's way more affordable.
And meanwhile, I'm thinking 50 bucks and I'm like, oh, that's a good deal for a costume.
No. Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I mean, I could put a costume together for Hippie. A little girl for probably under 30 bucks. White shirt, white socks, black shoes.
Maybe with that, maybe I can be one of the LOL dolls. That one is that
This one?
Oh,
That's the perfect one, hey?
Yeah, that's
Oh, perfect. So we have the poodle skirt. Awesome. All we need is a white shirt with long sleeves, and we can find that in the girls section possibly.
Yes. I had a girl come in yesterday and she's making her own clown costume. So she came and got a corset and she's gonna glue some spiders on the corset, and she made I guess she said it was like a full length skirt, and she said it goes all the way out and she made it. So that was really cool.
That is the LOL doll and that is the Grace. Woo!
The top was at $249, so another $250. Actually, even better. Yeah, she scored under $15.
Whoa, under 15 bucks.
See? Hot five.
Costumes, we're looking at them for him, and for $3.99, you can't beat the price.
Everything's so expensive these days, especially you've got 3 kids, right? Or unless you have ones that are not here.
No, just 3. And yeah, if you go to the big box stores, they're like $39.99 for costumes. So we come here and for under $20, you can outfit them all.
Ninja, Kaden. Oh, there we go, Ninja.
Let's try it. Let's bring a couple to try.
Brand new ones. Yep. Sometimes it costs like $100 for a costume.
I know, especially for an adult, and especially when you can come in and find and make your own costume back here too. That's what we like to do. Just kind of mix and match. But yeah, can't go wrong. You were an army guy last year that we found here. And this year you're going to be a clown, right?
In today's society, we have like gas going up, and everything else is going up. We're there to kind of help people. Like, we want to make sure that they have a good Halloween, they find the costumes they need with the budget that they can afford.
And it's a little lion costume, right?
Yeah.
So cute. Nice. And how much is that one?
$7.99.
Super affordable.
Throw some blood on her.
When people run out of fake blood, my solution is milk, corn syrup or cornstarch, red food coloring. You mix it up. If you want to go more thicker, less milk, more cornstarch, more red food coloring, to make actual fake blood. To make wounds, you can get tissue paper.
You want me to try this one?
Yep.
That's supposed to dress
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
All right,
You nailed it.
Stop monkeying around. You're watching Fraser Focus. Stay with us.
I knew from my previous business experience that one of the most important employee retention factors is benefits, medical and dental benefits, and Chambers of Commerce was the best, most cost-effective way to go.
Fraser Focus is brought to you by the Chambers of Commerce Group Insurance Plan, Canada's #1 plan for employee benefits.
We have life insurance, a long-term disability, extended health, and we also have dental.
Hi, Darlene.
Hi, Brad. We do. We're assembling electronics products, battery chargers, AC to DC converters, inverters, mostly big commercial items for military.
So high grade stuff is
yes,
what we're
very,
talking.
yes.
Military.
Analytic Systems builds power conversion products for a wide variety of markets, industrial, marine, military. It is one of the largest private employers in Delta and also one of the largest employers in the alternative energy field in British Columbia. I knew from my previous business experience that one of the most important employee retention factors is benefits, medical and dental benefits, and Chambers of Commerce was the best, the most cost-effective way to go.
Well, this plan was started way back in 1994, and it's one of our longest Chamber of Commerce plans that's been in place, and I think that talks to the fact that the rates are really stable.
It's no secret that benefits are an important component to your financial security. Whether you are an owner-operator of a home-based business or a larger firm, benefits apply to you.
The plans are very flexible in design, and it's important for attracting employees and retaining employees.
How long have you been with the company?
13 years.
13 years?
Yeah.
And what is it about the company that makes you stay?
I have a problem of hearing. So for that, you know, I just can't afford to pay. So because of the medical benefit I have, I just they support me.
And how important is it for you to have health insurance here in the workplace?
Very important because of my case. So I need the health care for me.
You didn't just purchase the Chambers Group plan for your employees here, but personally, your son, tell me about that, Scott.
Oh, yes, we have another little business called Race Energy, and Scott's one of our shareholders. Scott is also a little bit unique in that he's a race car driver.
With Wayne Taylor Racing, the young Canadian pilot Scott Hargrove will roll the very distinctive yellow Team Pelfrey #3.
Well, I hope I never need it, but the life insurance is good, and then of course the long-term disability. If you're ever in an accident, that's a good piece of insurance to have.
The clients that we have range from as small as 1 employee in size up to a group like Analytic Systems. Very popular plans for 3 to 9 size groups, of which Krause Berry Farms, for example, is one of those groups. These folks have been clients of the Chambers of Commerce Group Insurance Plan since 2003, and that's another example of the longevity of people that have group benefit plans with the Chamber of Commerce.
Well, I think the flexibility of Chambers is great. I also know that when we're looking around for a plan, being versatile in the sense of how many staff you need, as a small business you can get into it and also start providing, because it's a larger group plan, the benefits and the rates stay viable.
Yes, I've been able to use the dental portion of the program.
And some pearly whites you have there too.
Well, thank you, and it's kind of you to say.
This is one of the top important things for my employer to work alongside me to find that my health is important. My health is important not only for where I work, but also for my family at home. So therefore, if they're caring about my health here at work, that reflects back in my family and brings more life and joy there too.
But because here in Canada we wash all our eggs, that actually shortens the shelf life because the eggs have a natural coating on them that causes them to last a lot longer.
You're watching Fraser Focus, Local Faces and Local Places. What are we exploring today in our Did You Know segment? Eggs.
The belts over there, they bring all the eggs up to the front of the barn that the chickens lay in the nests. And then this takes the time to make sure all the eggs are pointed the right way. As a farmer, we always see it this way with the kind of pointed end down. And because that helps the eggs be stored better, so that when you boil it or things, you get that proper shape where the air bubble is at the broad end. We'll knock on the door to warn them we're coming in.
What is the realistic shelf life of an egg?
So the shelf life, to me, because I take the eggs right off the farm, they're not washed or anything, is something like 6 months. It's a very long time.
What?
But because here in Canada, we wash all our eggs, that actually shortens the shelf life because the eggs have a natural coating on them that causes them to last a lot longer.
Did you know you can tell the difference between fresh and unfresh eggs with a bowl of water? The bad egg will float and the good egg will sink to the bottom. Let's test them. There you go. This one, no good, and this one, time to eat. Sometimes it's a bright yellow, sometimes it's not. Do you know why?
So the color of the yolk is decided by the feed that the chickens get. This farm here, this is a free-range farm, and we feed them a veggie-based feed.
Did you know that egg yolks are one of the very few foods that are a naturally good source of vitamin D?
Some feed, they add a vitamin D that comes through into the egg.
Woo! Scared of me.
Others, they focus more on omega fatty acids and things like that. So it really depends on what egg you're buying.
Did you know that eggs contain the highest quality protein that you can buy?
On their own, they're the most bioavailable protein that's out there, which means that out of the 7 grams of protein you get in an egg, your body gets the most use out of that compared to all other protein sources.
So what's the deal? Cage-free, natural, free-range, certified organic? What does it all mean?
Yeah, so there's lots of different types of farming. You can farm in a cage, you can farm cage-free, free-range, organic. This farm, we're free-range, bigger egg. That means the birds go outside every day and that they're completely free roaming in the barn, as you can see.
Eating my boots. Here they go. Uh-oh.
They're just always interested in something new.
So they're not trying to eat me, they're just very interested in my new boots here.
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, did you know that a turkey lays up to 100 eggs per year, whereas a healthy chicken even more, almost 1 egg per day? Except for this guy, he's a boy. No eggs for you.
So we end up with somewhere between 320 to 330 eggs per year out of this barn.
Did you know to produce 1 egg, it takes a hen 24 to 26 hours?
A few years ago, we built this aviary system you can see behind me. Traditional cage-free, the birds were in a big open barn on a slatted floor. And instead of doing that, we built these where it has multiple levels and the birds can jump from level to level, as you can see happening behind me, and have a lot more activity. So what it does is it keeps the birds more engaged mentally, and we found that they seem really happy in it.
And all of these guys came from eggs. And that's it for our Did You Know segment. If you guys like to inquire about something in the community, don't forget to email us at events@joytv.ca. In the meantime, keep watching Fraser Focus.
You're watching Fraser Focus, local places and local faces.
1, 2, 3, go on. You did really well. You're so beautiful, aren't you? Ow, ow, ow! You're not serious. Oh, you're gonna go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, local faces and local places. We are here in Vancouver with Dr.Anne MacDonald at the only bird hospital that has strictly birds in Canada.
So we called it the Night Owl Bird Hospital because we're a night emergency clinic. I would work at the clinic for 5 days a week, then I'd go to Vancouver Island for 2 days a week. What I have come to realize is that this is what I love, and that is the whole thing. And I saw Jurassic Park, and when the scientist lies down on top of one of the dinosaurs, and you just see how he just strokes this dinosaur, and it's that same sort of feeling that you realize that you just absolutely love the species. You know, it's a passion, I guess. Oh, no. I don't know, for quite a while, like probably even for a year's time, I don't think I got more than 5 hours sleep. This has happened because she's been bitten by another parrot. This bird doesn't bite, that's why I have her here.
Oh, okay. Can I pet you?
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
That's nice.
They have very acute vision and they see everything in fine detail. I'm just going to get my stethoscope out. Okay, so her heart is pretty slow.
I don't know how she does it, honestly. I don't know how a lot of them do it. I know they get called in the middle of the night and that sort of thing. And from what I hear, it's always crazy busy here. And of course, this is where they took care of Canuck. And, you know, she's just an amazing woman.
Hey, bud.
Oh, don't like that side.
She was getting attacked by
So
a
you're
raven.
saving him?
Yeah.
Aww.
Dr.MacDonald's an angel, and I love her so much. I know she's always here if we need her.
Oh, I gotta watch out for those fingers here. I'm gonna hang out with Lily and the rest of the birds. Keep watching Fraser Focus. We'll be right back.
To be safe, you're driving in more severe winter conditions, you want that mountain snowflake designation. So the M&S gets you legally through there, but it doesn't necessarily get you safely through the mountains.
October marks National Car Safety Month. Welcome back to Fraser Focus. Last year, British Columbia introduced new driving guidelines, making it mandatory on certain highways to have the appropriate tires.
Excuse me, maybe.
When we talk about just winter tires, a lot of people are coming in now. October the 1st, we know laws have changed. So people are looking for the M&S or they're looking for the snowflake? What do you got to look for, winter tires?
So to be legal, driving through the mountain passes, you can have either the M&S or the snowflake. However, to be safe, if you're driving in more severe winter conditions, you want that mountain snowflake designation. So the M&S gets you legally through there, but it doesn't necessarily get you safely through the mountains.
Perfect, actually. This is hooked up to a nitrogen line.
Now, when it comes to tires, what you've actually got is 78% of actual nitrogen, 21% is oxygen, and you've got 1% left over for things like water vapor and CO2. Now, when it comes to water vapor, that's what makes Formula One drivers so excited. Water vapor is unpredictable, and when you're racing, you don't want anything that's unpredictable. However, does it matter to the everyday driver? Well, it certainly improves road grip for sure. Now, during this last winter, we saw some record-breaking snowfall around many areas of British Columbia. We had a chance to head up to Hemlock to get a grip on winter driving.
You know, you get stuck once, you never want to do it again. It's like the typical scenario of a break-in, right? You get the alarm after you get broken into. So somebody gets stuck, they have a little accident, maybe a bit of a scare with a hydroplane. They're going, right, I want to be prepared, make sure that my family's safe and the people around me on the road.
Most newer vehicles come with ABS or anti-lock braking system. What you do is you apply firm pressure to the brake, and that acknowledges to the car that you want maximum braking power. Now, if ABS fails, or if you don't have it, what you do is you pump the brake continuously until you feel the wheels lock, and then release suddenly.
First tip is not to panic. If you start to panic, you start spinning out your tires, or you get yourself more stuck.
One of the simplest things you can do is keep an emergency preparedness kit in your car. This will have things like a blanket, a flashlight, and jumper cables. Also, before you get going, make sure you have clear visibility.
The biggest thing that you want to make sure that you do, though, is clearing out in between, on the front and behind the tires.
Front and behind.
So you have room to rock.
Some people have talked about kitty litter. Does that work? Yes, yes it does. Do we have any? No, we don't.
At this time of year, serious crashes where people get injured or killed almost double. So for example, in the month of December, this is 236 crashes compared to October where there was 117 crashes.
Getting educated and being prepared is the best way to stay safe this winter season.
You're watching Fraser Focus. We're not done yet.
Teachable Moments are brought to you by Doyle & Associates Private Wealth Management with Investors Group Financial Services Incorporated. Which charities do you currently support? And are they also a beneficiary under your will?
Yes, there are a few charities that I do support. And as a matter of fact, I have a little girl that I've been supporting through World Vision for, probably over 10 years now.
They're not beneficiaries in my will, but several times a year I try and give to charities, animal charities, to our local hospital, cancer.
If you had a choice between the CRA getting an inheritance or a charity of your choosing, would you know how to go about making that happen?
A little bit, yes. You know, I try and plan for that.
Well, I would probably get in touch with my very good notary public.
Is it important to you to leave a charitable legacy?
Not to leave a legacy. I just like to help people where I can.
I don't know if I can answer that question right now. I have to give that some thought.
Are you familiar with the phrase donor-advised funds?
No, I haven't.
I have not.
Who would you talk to get advice on the best ways to give to charity?
I do have a financial advisor that advises me with all my money, but it's while I'm alive and it gives me a good lifestyle. That's why I'm able to give to charities through the year.
For those who have achieved some level of success in life, it's not uncommon that charitable giving can be part of their estate planning. How you choose to give to a charity can be almost as important as how much and what you give to a charity. To get the greatest impact of your gift can require expert advice from your financial planner, working in tandem with your chosen charities and your tax and legal advisors. Many Canadians are seeking a say in how their charitable bequests are used, from things like donor-advised funds to charitable remainder trusts. To better understand your options, tax and estate planning considerations, as well as the optimal giving strategies, we encourage you to talk to your financial planner today.
Teachable Moments are brought to you by Doyle & Associates Private Wealth Management with Investors Group Financial Services Incorporated.
And there you have it. You're watching Fraser Focus, local faces and local places.
If you have a story that you'd like us to share, please feel free to contact us. I'm Atwal.
And I'm Leah Bolton. See you next week.